It's Tuesday, September 2nd, and another beautiful day. It looks like we're going to have about 6 more days like this, maybe. This has got to be one of the longest stretches of really nice weather we've had for a long time here. Almost makes up for the heavy rain we had this spring earlier. Flew again this morning doing stream surveys. Like I said, we're doing the peak surveys where we go out and fly each one of the streams and count the fish that are in the streams that have actually got up there and were ready to spawn. Kind of mixed feelings about this weather. It's really nice to have this nice weather to get some stuff done. I've gotten so tired of the rain up here in this country I can hardly stand it anymore, and this nice weather is really nice. I'm not used to the heat, but I'll take it. But with it hot like this, the streams are drying up. There's not much water going down them, and the fish are in the streams. They run out of water and they get hot from the high temperatures and stuff, and we're getting a big die-off. Most of the streams seem like they're okay. There's a few of them that got a big die-off in them. You fly down a stream and you look down and all you see is white carcasses in it. It's kind of disappointing. They haven't spawned. You get the white carcasses when you get spawn outs, but these haven't spawned yet. They're just dying because of the stress from the high temperatures. And the bad point of that is that when the weather changes and we start getting some cool rain and cool water running down those streams, that has as traumatic effect on the fish almost as the heat does, because they've been in the heat for a while and then all of a sudden they get that cold rain in there, and a bunch of them will die off when we get that too. But that's Mother Nature. She's a cruel mistress. Like I said, today is Tuesday, September 2nd. Sunday, August 31st, my son and I got that wall finished up. Got it all framed in and the sheeting on it and stuff, and tipped up and hammered in there. It's in there good and tight. And then I had a header board for a potential shed roof off of this. My initial intent on here when I built this house was to put a shed roof off of this over that addition there. So I had a header up there about 5 feet high for a nailer for rafters for a shed roof. Well, of course, over time things change, your ideas change and stuff, and we decided to go with a gable roof instead of a shed roof, so made the trusses and stuff. And that board up there, the nailer had to come down, so we got it down, and I've had several coats of this building wrap on here on this building over the years to keep it from deteriorating the OSB. So anyway, I've had a bunch of nails and tacks and stuff like that in there. We stripped all that paper off of the backside where this stuff is going to get attached and cleaned up all the nails and things like that. Well, yesterday I got the Bobcat and picked up those trusses, hooked onto the first truss and hoisted it up here. I'm not going to be able to get good pictures of that because I got nothing high enough to get up there to see that. But we put the first truss up, and that's against the wall. Now technically that could have just been rafters up there and attached right to the wall instead of a truss, because we did attach it right to the wall of the existing house. But that'll be our starter row of trusses, and then I've got them marked off on 2-foot centers for the rest of them, which are right over the studs in this wall that we built. But then the last truss is going to be out there a little farther, a little more than the 2-foot center, because it's going to be out. So that wall was a little over 6.5 inches thick. So this wall right here, edge wall that we've just made and put up, is 12 feet. So that's going to be 6.5 inches out past that. So anyway, that one's going to be kind of odd, but odd is our middle name, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start the man lift up and start shuttling those trusses up here and see if I can get a couple of them put in. My son will probably be out to help me a little later. It's about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon now, and the sun is hitting pretty hard on this side of the house, which makes it pretty warm over here. But I've only got another few days of this good weather to work with, so I want to get that sheeting on the roof and roof underlayment on there so we can get it weathered in here, keep it dried in. Anyway, I'm going to go to work. I don't know where to put this camera so you can get pictures of it, but I'll give it my best shot.